Good evening. Welcome to the personnel meeting. Today is Tuesday, July 26th. It is 6:39. With me today, we have Councilor Rich Russell, Council VP and Representative Estela Reyes, and Council President Mark LaPlante, and myself, the Chair, Stephanie Infante. Pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2022, this meeting of the Personnel Committee is being conducted both in person and via remote participation. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to or view the meeting while in progress may either attend in person at the City Council chamber or follow using or view using our Facebook and YouTube pages. Can you guys please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Councilors, can I have a motion to approve the minutes from July 11th?
So moved.
Yeah, motion made, it's been properly second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye, and the ayes have it. Today we have, can I have a motion to untable item 214-23?
So moved.
Motion has been made, properly second. Discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye, and the ayes have it. Councilor, so last time we met, we had a question regarding item 21423, Director of Inspectional Services Department Temporary Appointment, Ordinance number 2.04.081. And it was regarding the ordinance itself and the acting position that now we have in place. And I know there was a request and an interest to have our city attorney here to answer our questions. So we do have Attorney Hooten here with us. Thank you so much. Well, the question that the committee has was, before we even got started with this process, the ordinance process and the interviewing process, application process for a new ISD director, our acting director resigned. And now we have a new acting director who is now in charge. And the question at hand is, does this individual have a new set of 90 days? Does the council continue with the process that we were trying to originally start? What, in your legal advice, what should we do moving forward?
Well, the 90 days is not absolute. The person can serve as much time as you want them or not want them. At any point, you can ask them, temporary is temporary. It could be for 10 days. It's for a maximum of 90 days. So the person could serve 30, could serve 45, could serve whatever is the leisure. So it's nice to have someone, even during interim, at least that can run the department. My also understanding is the person that's serving as the 90-day temporary appointment has no desire to be permanent. So it would not affect any selection because this person would not be, it's not like this person gets a leg up. Sometimes you don't like to appoint one of the candidates because it's felt they get a leg up in the appointment process. Here, that wouldn't be a problem since not a candidate for the position. So I believe that if you, during the period of the 90 days, if you do find an appropriate candidate and you decide to appoint, that the 90-day appointment, much like it says in the ordinance, would go back to, they are a city employee, they would go back to their regular job and their regular pay, and the person would take over their position.
Thank you. So at this point, so now that we do have, my question is, now that we do have another acting person, they have the max of the 90 days, does the jurisdiction of choosing a new permanent or offering the position of ISD director, does it stay here at the council level because the previous person did last longer than the 90-day max, or now is it the jurisdiction of the mayor's office? Well,
it's interesting in that, I mean, my position is that you started the process prior to the appointment. So if you read 2.04.81, it says on the 91st day following temporary, with no further action, the City Council shall authorize the Personnel Director to post and advertise a position, which it did. So, and receive applications and certify applicants for selection. City shall select and employ that individual. I don't believe that the 30 days stops that. You have, in fact. I mean, to be honest with you, what I really think the process should be, and this is not the official process, is that I think that the board, if it has down to a couple of candidates, I would let the mayor know of the candidates. And just, you know, this is maybe no requirement, but I think that's always much the same as I think the mayor should inform the council more of things that are happening there. I think the council should inform the mayor of things that are happening and just say, hey, we've got a couple of people, and get input if, you know, you're not bound by the input, but get input. It just works better that way. But I think you can continue on your process because there is no one up for the position that the mayor has recommended.
Thank you. Councilors, do you have any questions for Attorney Hewitt? Council President?
And not for the attorney, but just for the committee. Does the committee have the most recent batch of applicants for the position? I know that the last time this committee met, there was a stack, right? I believe there were some comments regarding the stack. And I'm just wondering, has there been any new candidates since then?
We did have one, and our interim HR director, Mark Iannello, did went through the applicants and did find 3 that have the minimal qualifications. Since our last meeting, I don't know if anyone else has applied. I have not heard from Mark, but I can double check if anyone, I don't know if anyone has spoken to Mark. But as of right now, we do have 3 that meet the minimal requirements that we can move forward to interview, how the body decides to do so.
So I guess my question would be to the membership, through you, Madam Chair, is that potentially the next step, which is to, if they are qualified, to bring them in for initial interviews. And if I remember what the personnel director told me once, is that once something is certified, that's the end date. So I guess my recommendation, my thought would be, if there are any further individuals currently that meet the requirements, maybe we don't certify it until right before the next time you meet, so you have as wide a swath as you can, or as we can, for selection purposes.
Yeah. Again, the other thing, and I'm not on the board, I don't make decisions, but you have 3 people that have minimum qualifications. Again, I've never seen any of them. I don't know if minimum means that this far over the counter or this far over the counter, so I would probably think you'd want to keep your options open until you review those 3, and if you find candidates in there that you're very happy with, then I would close it at that point. There's no need to keep it open. But at this point where you have no knowledge, and maybe I'm wrong, of these 3 people, just because they have the minimum qualifications doesn't mean it may be somebody that we want to employ for the city of Lawrence.
So does the body, we do have the 3, does the body feel, would we like to at least interview these 3? We can keep the applications open. I can connect with Mr. Iannello and see if we've had any updates, but we do have the 3 that he does recommend. We can schedule a meeting to bring them in and Council VP.
Yeah, I feel like we should leave it open just to kind of see what candidate is coming, because what attorney was saying, like minimum qualifications. So we just need to know if that window is still open, who might get interested to apply.
Yeah.
So just leave it open for now and see what happened, and then in a couple of, a month or so, then we can review and see if someone else has been applied, and then we go from that.
Any other questions or comments? President.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to table this matter, I guess, tonight. I think what I'm hearing from the committee, at least from the chair, is that the chair or the committee may just wait to see or go back to Mr. Iannello and see if there's any additional folks, and then send those names down to the chair for review, and then maybe send it to the committee. And then I guess a decision is going to be made by the committee as to, are those good enough, or they're not good enough, or
I mean, yeah, I mean, Your summary, I think it's a little bit inaccurate, because if it was up to me, I would proceed with the three that we have and just get the ball rolling. But from what I'm looking around and hearing the comments, the rest of the committee would like to hold off and see if we get more applicants, so.
I'd be more than happy to speak with Mr. Ianello in the morning and send an email to the chairman, the chairwoman, and the members to let you know if there is anybody. For the most part, as you know with any job, the longer the ad is out, the less people you get, unless, of course, by
Correct.
happenstance or luck, that you find someone that has just left the job or left a position. But I'm more than happy to chat and share whatever information I get with this committee.
Correct. And my fear for that department in particular, we had an acting director. We have another acting director. We need something permanent to give that stable environment to those employees within that department. So that's why, in my opinion, I don't see the harm of starting off, and if we can keep it open. If the committee doesn't feel like they're qualified, that's fine, but I'm only one person, so like I said, it looks like, looking around, it looks like keep it open for a little bit longer. So if you could connect with Mr. Ianello,
Be
that
more
would
than
be
happy.
great.
Very happy to do that.
Okay.
One thing I would add to that is maybe
Council
have a.
President.
Thank you, Madam Chair, is maybe have a date certain. Figure out when our next personnel committee is, and then say maybe 3 days or 4 days prior to it, that's going to be the cutoff, certify it, send it down, whatever those are, and then this committee has something that's certified. The committee can either accept it or dismiss them, but at least you've got something. So that would be, I guess, my recommendation, to kind of honor your concern about, having something and then acting on it.
I will lay that message.
So given the, thank you. So given the history of the scheduling meetings for personnel, the tentative, I can tell you right now, a tentative date for the meeting would be August 8th at 6:30. So she's gonna be away, but that would be a tentative for now. But just to give a timeline, to give an idea, and then we'll confirm it next week during the full council meeting when the actual, and
And you'll have the information by then.
right. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Any
much.
other questions or comments for the attorney? No? All right, thank you.
Have a great
All
night.
right,
Thank you.
Thank you, you too. Can I have a motion to table item 214-23?
Second.
Motion has been made, property second, discussion. All those in favor say aye. Aye, and the ayes have it. And now can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? Aye. And the ayes have it. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Yes, Good. Good evening and welcome to the Ordinance Subcommittee. Today is Tuesday, July 25. Time is this is not the time, 10:07. Members are present, my Vice Chair, Anna Levy, and members of voting member, Councilor at Large, Selena Reyes. Pursuant to Chapter 20 to the Act of 2022, this meeting of Ordinance Committee is being conducted both in person and via remote participations. A reminder that the persons who would like to listen to view this meeting while in progress may either attend in person at the location above or use any of the following access location: Facebook Lawrence City Council page and YouTube's Lawrence City Council page. Councilor, can I get a motion to approve the minutes of March 14, June 13, and June 27?
Second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Council, I have a couple of items that I want to take out of order. The first one is going to be document 823. Motion to take document 823 out of order.
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? Aye. The ayes have it. 823 is a resolution in support of teacher of LPS employee and declare August 28, 2023 Lawrence Public School Day.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I think it is 278-20.
Yeah, he said 278, but I only have like 8, and for whatever reason is, see the number? 6, 7, and this is 8 here. Yeah.
Yes.
You have 278 in your agenda?
It's 278, yes.
Yeah, and mine is, let's call 278. Mr. Malley? Your item is on the floor. Name and address for the record.
Good evening, honorable members. Humayun Mali, 53 Chester Street. Your Honor, respectfully requesting from this honorable council, to adopt and vote about this resolution. This resolution is, which reads in the City Council in the year of 2023, Lawrence Public School Appreciation Day, August 28, 2023, the day of the school and every August 28 thereafter, whereas Lawrence Public School teachers, paraprofessional employees, cafeteria workers, nurses of the Lawrence Public School, safety officers, has done excellent job in providing the best education for our children. Whereas it is important that our public school employees know that they have our full support and that we are truly grateful for their services. And whereas while there are days set aside for the communities nationwide to honor the dedicated service of the teachers and the public schools employee, most people are not aware of these days. Therefore, they do not make a special effort to honor their teachers union and great Lawrence Public School employees to work so hard. And whereas on the horrific days of the pandemic and everyday Lawrence residents and our children experienced hard time during the dark days of the global pandemic, our great teachers, employees of our public school continue to perform excellent job. Whereas to declare August 28, 23 in Lawrence the day of the appreciation for our great teacher and our great Lawrence Public School employees. So every city in this great nation to say to the teachers and public school employees, thank you. Be it resolved that the Lawrence City Council pass an ordinance to designate the August 28, 23 and every August thereafter as a Lawrence Public School Day to honor in a special way that we as the city say thank you for your hard work. We appreciate your great work, continuing education of our children, and we support you. So respectfully request that this honorable member adopt this resolution with a favorable vote and send them to the City Council.
So, Mr. Molly, I have a question for you. So what you're looking to do is Appreciation Day.
Yes.
Okay, it's not declared like August 28 as a Lawrence Public School Day. So nothing is going to change, it's going to be, they're going to continue function as a normal day.
Yes.
But it's Appreciation Day.
Appreciation Day, yes.
And it's a resolution.
Yes.
Okay.
Appreciate.
Counselor, any question?
Thank you.
Councilor President in the back, he heard the item and he doesn't want to leave without, yes.
Molly,
sir.
thank you, sir. So a couple of things. I want to just admire Mr. Molly for I mean, you have a season tickets and you take full advantage of these meetings, and that's admirable. So, but we appreciate your being here at all these meetings. Couple of things. I think that that's a good thing that we are recognizing local officials who do a lot of good jobs. I guess the concern that I would have from my seat would be this. One would be an ordinance. We don't have many other ordinances. He mentioned ordinance in his discussion. Number two, we have a lot of other very good people who do an amazing job for our citizens, for our city, and for our children. We have people who work, and I was kidding around with Ms. Halloran earlier, but we have people in this building who do amazing jobs, whether the assessor's office or the treasurer's office, up and down. We appreciate them. We appreciate the snowplow drivers who come in the wintertime to make sure that we're able to get where we need to go in the middle of the snowstorm. We appreciate our water and sewer employees who come at any hour of the day or the night to show up to work to make sure that the water is functioning. There are so many, and I can go on and on and on about the various parts of our government where good people do a good service for us. I guess my concern is picking one group out of the many who do an amazing job for all of us and saying we're going to have a day for you when there are so many others. And I guess that just gives me pause a little bit. While I think it's well-intentioned and I think the meaning of it is good, teachers are important. They're critical in our education, obviously, for our children. Our children are our future, all those bumper stickers, right? And they all mean something. But I just want to be mindful that if we open up this box here, are we opening up other boxes? Do we need to continue this? And that's something I would like for this committee to wrestle with a little bit. I've got reservations on it. I don't know how I would vote, and I can't speak on it. And if it's on the August 1st, I can't even vote on it. So, but it's something I think that we should be mindful of. Thank you, Madam Chair.
If I recorded correctly, I think he did something similar last year for, I believe, the firefighters or the police department. So he's been doing that. And thank you for taking the time just to put this together. And if you want to continue, do so as appreciation.
Yes.
All we have to do is appreciate whatever we think is doing a good job.
Yes.
Like Maria is one of my favorite ones, so I always
Sure.
thank her for whatever work she has done.
Okay.
So, but this is not the first time that he come and ask for a resolution.
Sure. And also, I have to add, very important issue that we have to understand that, remember during the dark days of the pandemic, many of our, the nurses of the public school, they got sick, but they continue serve. The teachers continue serve. And remember, during the dark days of the pandemic, they could not go physically to the classes, but the teachers and public school employees continue working. And it is nothing wrong to appreciate different sector of our great society and the city, from the city councilor, from the employees of but the teachers really building up the new future for our children, the hope of our city. And this councilor is especially very important because I recall when the cafeteria workers are struggling for the best payment compensation, you were their champion and you said, no, we want a good compensation for the Lawrence Public employees. And in line with this, in a city that Lawrence Public School more than 6 months with a salary of $260,000, no have any superintendent. This is sending important message to the chaos in a Lawrence Alliance education that we care about our education. So this is even symbolic as it is, even repetitive as it is, but it is very significant, for boosting up Lawrence Public School that been through the horrible pandemic and horrible changes that happening that they don't have. So respectfully request, to vote yes or agreeable vote for that.
Also aware that you, as a Council President was just mentioning that you are open a big window that probably people is gonna be expecting that it's gonna be another day who's gonna be declared to appreciation for another line of duty.
Nothing is wrong with that, so I'm
Okay.
glad as a citizen to do that, that's the minimum I can do.
Councilor Levy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Mali, what about if, hearing what the council president say, hearing what you say, and just like the Madam Chair said regarding the last year, we did a recognition also for the police and the fire departments at the same time.
Yes.
Why we as a city don't take like a one day? It doesn't matter, if you are on DPW, if you are at the police department, you are the school department, that one day is being chosen by the city and we can send a correspondent to everybody that we're gonna choose X day. It doesn't matter the day, but we can choose, X day, and we're gonna do a recognition to all of these people that, that we think that are, I think that everybody is important in the city, but talking about, like we said right now, the school department, but it's the one day that everybody is gonna be recognized.
Do you want to, well, I guess the question is, will you want to change the title instead, the teacher appreciation day, you want to say all the city employer appreciation day?
I don't mind that at all, because as you know, in this podium, repeatedly, I appreciate DPW workers, the inspection department, and all the first responders. So,
That you are open to.
yes, I'm open to that too, because everybody's serving our city, but I see the school department, the employees really tremendous job.
So maybe, Mr. Mali, maybe the same day that we choose last year, to recognize the fire department and the police department now, because it's been already, we already passed that resolution. So we can choose that day and we can make some amendment and say, okay, it's gonna be one day recognition by the city to all city employees.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. So that's a good idea. So at least we bring symbolically to the attention of the citizen.
Yes.
We care, about the first responder and everybody who's serving our citizens, teachers, Lawrence Public School employees or city councilors even. So much dedication. I was telling my cousin in Iran that we have a city councilor working here for free, serving the people, for nothing. So it is not a bad idea. It's a symbolic gesture. It is boost up the morale of the city workers. Many DPW workers on the street, they tell me, thank you for appreciating us, our hard work here. Many police officers says every month, every meeting you come here, say thank you for the Lawrence Police Union or Teachers Union. So we have to appreciate, we have to take time to appreciate the real servant of the city, the building our city. And then a school is the future of, our city is very important. Education is everything, and especially the chaos is going on in the Lawrence Public School.
Madam Chair.
Yeah.
So I think that's the recognition day that we took last year, that was in September. That was, I don't remember the day, but maybe we can choose that day. We can keep it that day because it was done like last year. But instead of being just only the police or the fire department, now you're asking for the school, it's gonna be one day recognition in the city, all city employees, and maybe we can take it the same day.
Yes, we can ask resolution. Also, I suggest, so we're gonna do that, we ask the teachers union, to present in this appreciation, or any of the public servants,
Yeah.
head of the departments, to be there in the next meeting, so we afford them such a resolution that we as a city appreciate your hard work and your dedication. Thank you for everything you are doing that. So that is very helpful, even as symbolic as it is.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So do you want to table this one and come back with a new day for all the city employer? Okay. And then you can bring the date, and that way it's gonna cover every department?
Okay.
Okay? So motion to
Or
table,
Madam Chair, I'm sorry. Or like I said, to look at the day that we approved last year, because we approve it, what,
We have to do all that
Okay.
and bring, and send all that information.
okay?
So we are gonna be table, all we have to do whenever we have our next, ordinance committee, that he can bring all that information and we just, rename it.
That-
Motion to table document 27823.
So move.
It has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have. Motion to take document 28123 out of order. Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Festival Orgullo Puertorriqueño, O'Neill Park, from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m., August 13. Fernando Aguila, pégate a la 4. Pégate a la 4.
Yeah. Like I said before, we changed the location. Now it's not in the park. We got another place located. It's not in the O'Neill Park. It will be in this park where the frutera is.
Yes.
Because last Tuesday when I came over here, somebody said they got the park.
Right.
Then I don't have a problem. I called Nilsa Caraballo. She said that's not really possible because she give it to us already. But I said, well, we'll be easy. We're trying to get another place. We did it, and we decided, all of us, to take this at Manchester Street Park and 75 Manchester Street.
Okay, so, just for the public record, I knew what you wanted to do it, but still we have to, since that I have O'Neill Park, we have to go over and just to kind of make public that the park has been taken, and that is the reason that you are changing a location.
Changed the
So instead of O'Neill, it's gonna be a 75 Manchester Street.
Manchester
It's
Street
gonna
Park.
be at the same time, same day,
Same day.
right? So did you check with the recreation department?
I did.
They gave you the good to go?
Yeah, I got everything. The only thing I have to deal with Cerulo. And either she will. give
Nice
me-
guy, nice guy. I know
Yeah,
you're
she-
gonna get it.
Yeah, yeah. Then she said she won't be able to do the okay today because first Cerulo, doesn't matter, he gonna do it. But still, when soon
Yes.
I might see him tomorrow, I might
Yeah.
follow up. Then I will see her over here in the office next door and she will do it. That's it.
All the paper seems to be in order. I am personally do not have any questions since you came in front of us, and I know, so, no, any objection? Motion to send it with favor recommendation pending the signature of Lieutenant Cerulo.
I will follow up. Thank you, appreciate that.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you too.
Thank you. Okay, so, motion to take document 28023 out of order. Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor? The ayes have it. 28023 is a health connector enrollment, Companion Common at 11 a.m. through 6 p.m. on August 27.
26.
I'm sorry, 26. Good evening. Name and address for the record.
My name is Lauren Walensky. My home address is 103 Bartlett Ave in Belmont, Massachusetts.
So can you tell us a little bit about your event?
Sure. I work for a company called ASG, Archipelago Strategies Group, and we are contracted to represent the Massachusetts Health Connector, which is the state agency for obtaining affordable health insurance in the state of Massachusetts. So we do their marketing and we do their community events. The Health Connector is currently in a large campaign, the Unwinding campaign. And this campaign is to get the people that will be losing mass health due to the end of the pandemic, get them transitioned onto a new affordable health insurance plan. So for this campaign, we are running very large community events, We want 300, 400 people. And at the event, we have enrollment professionals from the local community. So, for example, it's the Greater Lawrence Community Action Council would be there with their enrollment professionals. We call them navigators. So for this event, we would have 8, 9, 10 enrollment professionals on site, and people could come, talk to a navigator, and on site enroll in a health insurance plan. So the community event it's engagement, culturally significant activities that are family friendly, food. We usually give people like a free lunch, giveaways, that kind of thing. A nice summer community event for the people of Lawrence. Like I said, we are strongly aligned with GLCAC and also other community influencers in Lawrence. Part of our model is that we, in terms of leading up to the event, the outreach, the flyering, all that stuff, we partner with community organizations within Lawrence or within the city to better connect with the community and make sure that the event is reaching the community effectively, that we're gonna turn out the numbers. So that's what the event is. I'm happy to answer any questions.
The purpose of this event is to encourage people to get enrollment for the health insurance.
Yes, it's an awareness campaign, so it is still an awareness campaign of like understanding like what the Health Connector brand is, et cetera, getting our name out there, having an event in a high foot traffic area and that kind of thing. But the other goal is to help the community find affordable health insurance. Yeah.
So let's say that we want to help you to advertise and promote this event. What we should say to the applicants or the people that you're going to be approaching to, whether they need to bring as a documentation.
We would provide that information. So we currently have a website up. So on our flyer, there's a QR code. You scan the QR code and it brings up the dates of the upcoming events. So the Lawrence event is already, it would be listed there. And on that website, you can pre-enroll for an appointment on site that day. And it also lists the materials that you would need, like you would need a form of identification, like things like that, that you would need to bring to enroll. But we also have people there to answer questions, and there's people that might have questions about whether they qualify and things like that. If they don't necessarily have the documentation they need, it's also an open door policy and an opportunity for people to ask those questions. And maybe they never had insurance before. So it's still an opportunity for people that might be new to this country, might be new to this state. It's still an opportunity for them to learn more about what the health insurance they can get from Mass Health Connector.
And thank you for doing this, but what I think is this: if I have to approach someone to encourage that you can be enrolled to get a health insurance, we need to pass a flyer that can be in a simple words that people can connect it and understand what will be the benefit that we are going to be providing to them. This is for your event. This is nothing that, for that reason, I'm going to stop you, because I think what you're doing is great, and I like that, and thank you for doing that. Well needed in the community, but that's the only thing, that's the only request that I can do as a person, no as a counselor.
So all of our flyering and our communications are in, they're always in multiple languages and in accordance with the local community. So all of our communications will be in Spanish in Lawrence, and even we may even have stuff in Portuguese. I don't know if that's necessary. We have data strategists that tell us what languages we need to have. But the goal is to have it at a reading level that, you know, a high schooler could understand, that kind of thing. So I do agree with you that it's important to make it like clear and easy and not complicated. Yeah.
As a documentation, what was you say they need to bring?
So the list of required documentation, so like I said, on the flyer, you scan the code and then it gives you the list of what you.
At least an example. I know that I asked that question and you answered the same way, but I'm still insisting, what would it be the documentation? Let's say that we go tomorrow like we usually do, neighborhood meeting. If
Yeah.
we want to help you to promote this event. So instead of me giving that quote that they can download it, I just can simply say, this is what you need to
Yes.
bring.
Okay, so granted, I am not a navigator, so I'm not an enrollment professional. I'm an event manager for ASG, and you know, so it would be like your license or proof of identification, license, passport, that kind of thing, birth certificate, so something to verify like your place of birth, and that can, and I believe that can be like from another country as well. And then, you know, if you have a green card, anything like that, you would bring that. Yeah.
And is any program for a person who is undocumented?
I know that there is services available to people that are undocumented, and like I said, this is also an opportunity for those people to ask the questions and find out, you know, get the information, and find out what is available to them. And yes, there is, you know, programs available to them. But this is a situation where we're catching people where they are, lowering the stigma, lowering like, okay, I'll just go have a conversation, and not without fear of going into an official building that they might, there might be consequences if they identify themselves as undocumented.
Okay. Question? What is the paper that is missing?
The permit of the project,
The permit of the what?
of the project. The permit of the project. Well,
So-
they have all of the signature that everything is already approved and.
Yeah,
complete.
that's enough. Because what she's gonna use is something that she's gonna, she doesn't need more than that. But thank you, good catch.
But it's no, like everything is in here except stuff.
Okay, no worries. No question. Thank you for doing what you are doing. Really appreciate it. This is the first time that I'm seeing something like this happening. I'm gonna be personally sending a lot of people over to that event, because we always find people who are seeking to have those information, and for you to be the bridge, well appreciated.
Yes.
So, and the reason that I was asking the same question is because it's easier for us just to pass a full informations that instead of sending someone that you need to download any app. People doesn't do that, especially when they are in that great need that they need to be told how they can enroll for health benefit. That was my only reason,
Gotcha.
okay?
Yes, I mean, the way that our strategy is, there'll be people out in the community, and they'll hand you the flyer, but they'll also answer all your questions. So it's not just like picking up a flyer and then like figuring it out, you know? So, yes. I do want to ask a question.
Sure.
In the documentation or in the application, there's something about having like a medical professional on site. or having like an ambulance on site. And I just wanted to get clarification on that.
From my knowledge, you don't need that. What I encourage you to do is go back to the recreation department. If it's anything that they might feel that you need to add, then they are gonna let you know. The far as I remember, back in those days, we had never been a requirement. So, the last question for you, are you affiliated with any organization that the people who are gonna be enrollment is gonna be only, covered by this organization, or you just open to? Are you affiliated any organization?
So when we do these events, we do go through our list of CBOs, so our list of organizations that we partner with within the community of Lawrence, like I said, GLC, GLCAC. There's a woman, her name is Altagracia Mahi. Yeah, so she works with my company a lot, and so she's kind of, we use her to, you know, build out the team of outreach workers, for example, in Lawrence. It would be like Lawrence Community Health Center. I don't have the list with me right now, but we have a list of organizations in this community that my company has relationships with.
Fair enough.
And we certainly will send you the press pack and the toolkit when it's ready, and because we will be inviting, you know, elected officials and that kind of thing, and reaching out.
Please do.
Yeah.
So that way we can help you to promote and send
Yeah.
more people that I know that this is going to be a great event.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Motion to send document. What is the document? Oh, my God. 280 with favorable recommendation.
So move.
Motion has been made properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. You do need to come back to our next city council for the final approve.
Oh, okay. When
It's
will I get the?
August 1st. 7. 7,
7 p.m.?
yes.
And does it have to be me, or can it be a representative of my?
It can be anyone
Yeah,
else.
okay.
That doesn't really have to be you. Yeah.
I'd be happy to make it, but.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to take document 27323 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 27323 is a resident parking only. Oak Street has been put in the agenda by myself. I know that one of the resident, he didn't want to stay home and he wants to come and speak on behalf, which the floor is yours. Name and address for the record.
Good evening, Richie Cabreja, 50 Oak Street, Lawrence, Massachusetts.
So,
Good evening again. I just came because I wasn't sure that if I needed to come or not, but I just want to make sure that everything was done properly.
well, you have a police officer on top of this, and,
It's just not me, it's the whole
Yeah,
neighbors.
no.
So I just came to
so
represent.
before we finalize with this ordinance, we need to talk to all of you, because whoever lives on Oak Street is gonna be able to park there, which I explained that in the last meeting. But I want you to, because I know that I took all the name and numbers the last time, I want you to leave your name and number with our secretary, and I'm gonna give you a call just to kind of set something up that I can be talking to all the residents. But the process, I'm gonna explain what is gonna happen. So we are gonna be sending this to the police department
Okay.
for the study review. Then, whenever he's ready, they're gonna send it back to us. Then we are gonna be ordering a public hearing, which is gonna be taking a good 2 weeks or so. So we are talking about like a month and a half that we're gonna complete, the whole process, okay?
Okay, Fair
So
enough.
give you your name and the address, and I'll call you to coordinate something.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you, I appreciate
Thank you. So can I get the motion to send document 27323 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Can I get a motion to take document 27923 out of order?
So, second.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. 27923, Disability Export Resource Fair, Campanile Common, at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., August 12. Raquel Quesada, Fundación Cambiando el Mundo de Personas Discapacitadas. I've checked all the papers, seems to be in order. She sent representation, but the lady had emergency and she have to leave. Can I get a motion to send document 27923 with favor recommendation?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Document, can I get a motion to take document 28223 out of order?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 28223 is a Harker Imperial license renewal. Angel Bisonó, Tropical Coco Helado. He was here last week. For whatever reason, they made a mistake on the agenda. Can I get a motion? The paper seems to be in order. Can I get a motion to send document 28222 with favor of recommendation?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Okay, Counselor, I think that's the last one, and I'm gonna take all the document as a block. Maria, ready? Okay. Motion to take document 26623, 27023, 27123, 27223, 27423, 27623, 27723 as a block.
So move.
Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor? The
Aye.
ayes have it. 266 is handicap at 164 Union Street, 271 Way Short Street, from Chestnut to Oak Street. No parking sign, Short Street from Chestnut to Oak Street. Resident parking only, Short Street. Heritage Common Apartment. No parking between Driver Bennington Street. 276 parking, 89 Garden Street. 277 handicap parking at 62 Dorchester Street. Can I get a motion to send all the document to Officer Cano and also to table all the documents?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor? The ayes have it. Do you need me to repeat it, Maria? Good. Can I get a motion to take document 167, second page, 16723 out of table? Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. 16723 is a Boyd Street, no parking from that end to telephone pole, even side. It has been put on the agenda by Council Infante. For whatever reason, she said that she spoke to Officer Cano and he never get the item referred to him. Can I get a motion to send document 16723 to Officer Cano and also to table the document?
So move.
Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Counselor, I'm going to take only 5 minutes. I told you the last time that I'm going to be sending all this document for withdrawal. And I'm going to start with the last page. I'm just going to be reading the document, and we're going to make only one motion, okay? The last page. Okay, good? Maria, this is going to be for withdrawal. Motion to take document 72 18, 298, 17, 121, 17, 81 17, 89, 17, 416, 16, 417, 16, 406, 16, 308, 14, 309, 14, 197, 14, as a block and send all the document for withdrawal.
So move.
Motion has been made, properly second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it. Can we go for the 18 too? For the other page? Or we wait? Okay, let's claim. So again, Maria, this is the last page because we have to take two at a time, okay? Can I get a motion to take document 35718, 35818, 35918, 36018, 32718, 34618, 34718, 34818, 33218, 31018, 31318, 31418, 29018, 21014, 20918, 23118, 23218, 14218, 14918, 12318, 12518, 7718, and 9218 as a block at a table and send it for withdrawal. Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, if there's no any other item, can I get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion has been made, properly seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.